Welcome to everyone, lads. I'm sorry cause I'm a bit late, but I'm extremely tired. I'm very, very much tired, and I will definitely need to rest a little bit, and I will give my best to, get into the spirit of things. And nowadays, I'm just hoping to get a good chance to, I'm not gonna cover boxing, just plan to take a trip, to the world of dreams. That's what I plan to do right now. Yeah, it's just gonna be a minor trip into the world of dreams, and yeah, that is my plan at the moment. So I'm just going to see how everything works, and yeah, let's bring it on then. Here I am. So the first fight is Saidio Kupka Kramonov, as well as you know. The first one is Saidio Kupka Kramonov, who's gonna meet very tough Ronnie Lawrence. I need to see the betting line here. Trying to check that betting line. Ronnie Lawrence is actually not heavy favorite, slight favorite. Even fight to go the distance odds are not big, but I already placed a bet on Saidio Kupka Kramonov, so Kramonov to win plus 115. Kakramonov to win for via decision if I must go with a riskier one. Kakramonov with a decision. How much is Kakramonov decision? Plus 3-0. Yeah, plus 3-0 is Kakramonov via decision, and that's something I like here. I really and honestly like this bet. I'm gonna check it one more time, but in general, this bet is looking okay. Yeah, this bet is pretty much looking okay on my end. So yeah, let's bring it on. Now the next one is David Onama. David Onama to win versus Garrett Armfield. Guess what? Onama to win is minus 750. Of course, I would bet on Onama. I mean, if I had to. I didn't bet as this is a short notice, last minute. And I'm trying to fade those fights. So, not betting on this fight. Think I'm gonna fade it for a reason. Think fading it is actually a right choice. That's how I see it. Fading this fight would be a very, very wise choice, if you know what I mean. Now, but I have to tell you what would I play, of course. I have to tell you what would I play. And okay, Onama to win anyway, but how much is Onama to win round 2? Onama to win round 2 plus 350. Onama to win KO TKO round 2. That's riskier. if you really want to risk like something like this, maybe. Yeah, but like Onama to win, I'm pretty much confident in Onama. He showed himself against Mason Jones. Carl Robertson versus Kennedy Zechukwu. I'm taking Zechukwu. Robertson didn't look good at the scales. Zechukwu to win, minus 130. Yeah, Zechukwu to win is minus 130. Zechukwu inside the distance. Zechukwu inside the distance. So that's how I'm gonna see Zechukwu inside the distance. Let me see. Zechukwu inside the distance plus 225. I think actually Zechukwu might turn the lights out on him. But also the decision sounds like a decent prop here. The next fight is Cody Brandage versus Trishon Gore. Cody Brandage to win. Plus 115. I like Cody Brandage decision. If I really must do something, Cody Brandage decision. Plus 380. But okay, I would gladly fade this fight if you know what I mean. Now, advancing to the next one. Austin Lingo, David Onama is scrapped. Antonina Shevchenko versus Courtney Casey. I like two things here. I like Casey to win decision. That's what I like. Casey to win decision. Plus 275. Casey to win plus 145. I like Antonina KO TKO. That's what I like about Antonina. She's got awesome striking, like KO TKO plus 400. I really like that. I can say that I really like that. Yeah, Antonina to win makes sense for me, definitely. Antonina makes sense only if the fight ends in a spectacular knockout. That's one and only way it makes sense for me. Anything other than that, well, doesn't make too much of a sense. Anything outside of that doesn't make too much of a sense outside of those odds. But Shevchenko? Shevchenko KO TKO. If you want to go with Shevchenko, only KO TKO. But I think Casey gonna win decision. If I must pick a side here, I would lean Casey because of her wrestling background. And she didn't look terribly at the scales, so if I must, I'm just saying if I must pick a side. Burgos Jordan. Oh, that's the hardest fight, man. Too tough to call, man. If I must pick a side, I would probably say Burgos to win. Yes, it will be a banger. This is like the hardest fight you could ask me, man. I really don't know what to say. That fight is super hard to predict. Eamon Zahabi versus Ricky Turcios. I like Turcios in this one. Yeah, I like Turcios in this one. You think so? I'm not sure, man. This is hard fight to be. Burgos never wrestles and Jordan is not a slouch. I know Burgos never wrestles. That scares me, man. Burgos stand-up game is brutal. But Jordan's stand-up game is brutal also. This weaving overhand right. It gathers so much energy. And Burgos, have you seen what he took, how much damage he took against Billy Carantillo? There's a lot of tough fights. I don't know what to bet almost. I bet on Kakramonov to win. I bet on Malarkey to win. And yeah, Burgos takes so much damage. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Against Billy Carantillo, have you seen how much damage he took? That's a sweet fight. Of course, His last KO was brutal against Barboza. Yes, it was. It was awesome. I agree with that. 100% I agree. Tercios to win -190. Tercios mustn't lose submission. You know, Zahabi can only win submission here. Tercios inside the distance. +240. Tercios +240. Inside distance. Tercios inside distance. +240 or Zahabi submission +1100. Zahabi has great submission game, you know that very well. But if I must lean aside, Tercios. To be honest, Vlad, I don't know how good Saidyokub is, and he slows down in the later rounds. That's what I am scared of too. I'd caution you betting that one. I caution myself too, man. I had to pick one underdog, and Saidyokub slows down significantly in the third. Craig versus Ozdemir. Craig all day. Actually, if you want an accurate, what would I play? I would say Paul Craig to win via submission. Is that plus odd, please? Can somebody tell me, is Ozdemir versus Craig submission? Is this plus odd or... Yes, I know I should be cautious. I've seen what he did to... Was it Trevin Giles or Trevin Jones in the third round at Gilly? But yeah, he slows down in the third. Trevin Jones never had great takedowns, and Lawrence is very technical, not pure power. I wouldn't bet that. You are right, Trevin Jones. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you so much for correcting me. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, it was Trevin Jones. Sorry. I'm always mixing up Jones and Giles. Giles is weight classes above. He is like at middleweight. Okay, just to hit a timestamp. Just add in description. Okay, I added some description. But you are right about Burgos taking too much damage. Burgos is, how you say, Robert, can you help me? Can somebody help me? Bully fighter, like marching forward, eating shots. How you call it? Brawler. Man. Can somebody help me? How is that called? Marching forward, taking damage, eating shots. How do you call that type of a fighter? That's Burgos. But he can take a beating. The guy can take a very, very, very violent beating. He's taking up too much damage. I mean, his career could be jeopardized because he took so much damage. But again, he injures, man. He's like, I know. He's strong, man. Aggressive brawler. Yeah, thank you, Robert. I mean, sometimes I don't know which phrases you use. So, aggressive brawler. Yeah, so when a fighter takes a lot of beating, he is called aggressive brawler. Okay, thank you for that. I didn't know that. He is not that good. Jordan is an excellent kickboxer. He's going to pick him apart. Jordan is excellent. I'm going to tell you what is the greatest advantage of Jordan now. I'm now in my shorts, though, but you see, Jordan is having excellent. Good luck to you too, Rick. Jordan is having excellent step drag forward, step drag backward. You know, Jordan is having that movement well. You see, when you're moving, imagine you're moving, step drag forward, step drag backward. You know, it's very hard to hit him, for example, via low kick. And when you try to go with the low kick, he counters like this. He has excellent kickboxing experience. And also when you come from kickboxing, you have something that is called excellent control of the central line. And that's something Charles Jordan has. Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. Defense is so intelligent. Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Like, he's not going to defend with his head. He's not going to defend like this. He has unorthodox move. For example, this, or this, or this, or this, or ducking under. That's not normal for a kickboxer. So I can call him an upgraded version of a kickboxer. That's what I wanted to say about Jordan. No, Burgos is like... That's Burgos, aggressive brawler. Burgos is central line brawl, central line brawl, central line brawl, central line brawl. That's Burgos. Angle change definitely goes in the favor of Charles Jourdain. That's how I see that fight. Again, if you disagree, you have the right to disagree, absolutely. I mean, but that's how I see it as a trained guy. Cynthia Calvillo, Nina Nunes. Honestly, this is the hardest fight for me to pick on the card. Calvillo was having history of weighing misses. Now she's the favorite. -140. Oh, man, I don't know about this fight. I kindly advise you not to listen to me on this one. I am saying Calvillo -140. Calvillo decision +150. But please don't listen to my piece of advice here. Burgos is so reckless, he takes always too much damage. True. Exactly. When you're reckless, you don't change angles. He doesn't even do this, you know. It's normal when you're reckless, then you do this. But Burgos, no, he doesn't do that. He just bomb barrage. Pimblet versus Levitt. Levitt is not an easy guy to submit. I think that fight is tricky for Paddy. If I must pick a side, I would probably lean Paddy, but Levitt is no joke, man. Levitt is no joke. It's very hard to submit him. I mean, okay, when he's trying to defend that rear naked choke, he's making one little mistake, which is when you're trying to sink that arm under. You know, it's normal to do this. Levitt is defending with something like this. You see, he defends like this, which is not normal way to defend. But again, the guy is no joke, man. If I must pick a side, I would probably say Pimblet, but Levitt is no joke. Levitt is, to be honest, very much well-rounded. Till William Pickett got scrapped. Malarkey versus Johnson. I picked Malarkey to win. I bet on Malarkey. I told you that. I bet on Malarkey. Malarkey KO, TKO +130. But Johnson can also knock him out. Just to know, Johnson is so unpredictable. So Johnson can also knock him out. Don't think he can't. This fight is also risky. Yeah, barely something to play. Robert Sella is absolutely right about barely something to play on this card. I was looking forward to the Pickett William fight. Sorry, man, it got scrapped. And guess what? I plan to bet on Pickett. And guess what? The bout got scrapped. It should look like Devontae Smith versus Malarkey. You think so? Can you please explain me why you think it's gonna look like Devontae Smith versus Malarkey? Which part of Devontae Smith versus Malarkey inspired you to try to translate it to the potential fight between Malarkey and Johnson if nobody pulls out? Do you think on round one maybe, or I know there were two pretty much different rounds in that match. That's why I'm asking. I'll continue breaking down. Chase Sherman versus Jared Vanderaa. No distance is my pick. Got no idea who's winning. I didn't bet on this one. No distance Sherman versus Vanderaa. -225. I don't know. Vanderaa to win, but I'm so unconfident. The loser is gonna get released from the UFC. Vanderaa maybe TKO. I don't know. TKO. KO submission. I guess inside the distance. But Chase Sherman also has a knockout power. He's a bare knuckle boxer, so I don't know. That's how I see it. Let me see the next fight. Douglas Silva, De Andrade, Said Nurmagomedov. I already bet on Said. -345, Said to win. I bet on Said. And which method? I like two methods. I like Said KO TKO, and I like Said inside the distance. No, sorry. My mistake. Sorry. I like Said inside the distance. Sorry, my mistake. I'm apologizing. Said inside the distance. How much is Said inside the distance? It's probably gonna give me minus. No submission, no KO, TKO. Whoa, plus 100. Looks good. Say decision, plus 200. This looks good. I was thinking it's gonna be minus value. This looks good, man. It really looks good. It really looks good. I like it. I really much like it, man. No, I really like it. I'm actually impressed by this. Yeah, I'm actually impressed, man. I wasn't thinking they were gonna give us plus odd. Okay, thank you, bookies. For the first time in my life, thank you, bookies. I prefer saying fuck you, bookies, but this time I'm saying thank you, bookies. Bohaljo Petrosian. No distance is my pick. Bohaljo Petrosian. Minus 175. I like Arman to win. Plus 200. Arman KO TKO I like. Arman, I mean, I don't think Kyle Bohaljo is tougher than Gregory Rodriguez. No, Armen Petrosian. What am I telling? He's not Arman. He is Armen Petrosian. Vlad, what's wrong with you? Focus, Vlad, focus. All right. And the last fight, Rafael Dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev. Didn't bet on this fight. I got Dos Anjos, but Dos Anjos to win plus 175. But here is what I like. I like Dos Anjos decision, or I like Fiziev knockout. Fiziev like KO, TKO, whatever. Anjos decision plus 380. Plus 380. Fiziev KO, TKO plus 215. I like those odds. These are the odds I like. Let me see if I skipped the fight, but I hope I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm gonna give you my round robin now. I have a lot of underdogs on this card. Anything odds greater than plus 150 on a 50-50 fight is a great value. RDA all day long. Well, yeah, 50-50 fight, truly 50-50 fight. I really like this. I like a round robin. Okay, RDA to win, plus 175. Said Yakub to win, plus 115. I have more round robins on this one. Casey to win, plus 145. Brandich to win, plus 115. How many underdogs do I have? Onama, no, he is the favorite. Robertson, no, not picking him. Not picking Antonino. Eamon Zahabi, not confident. Well, maybe Armen, plus 200. But most confident underdogs, the first four. Of course, there is no the most confident underdogs. I'm giving them like the greatest chances to win. I bet on Said Yakub for a reason, but I'm not saying that is going to happen. Then, let's see, most confident picks. Panama to win, minus 750. Malarkey to win, minus 225. have some level of confidence in Zechukwu. I don't know why. No, Said to win. -345. I don't know why I'm having some kind of confidence in Zechukwu. Because his opponent didn't look good on the scales, and that's something that kinda left me a bitter taste in the mouth. I didn't bet on Onama, you know why? Because this is a last minute fight. And last minute fights are always, well, last minute fights are always tricky to bet, and you know that very well. So many trickiness, so much hard decisions. When it's last minute, when you accept the fight on a last minute notice, it's not inspirational, you know. It's not the best thing you can do. Zechukwu has a 9-inch reach advantage. Have you ever seen Robertson deal with that much length? Not that I remember. I don't remember that. Do you remember that, Grayson, maybe? Because I don't. I'll be honest, I don't remember that. But if you do, you can chat, you can give me some examples. I plan to stay alive for 20 more minutes because I'm extremely tired. Like, I'm extremely tired, but I plan to stay for 20 more minutes. I can't cover boxing. I'm so tired, man. I was having a very harsh week, and also I need to get some sleep, man. But I'm gonna stay alive for 20 more minutes, so please tell me what you think. I don't think Robertson has ever faced an opponent this long. Part of the reason I bet on Zechukwu. I would actually put something on Zechukwu. I told you why. Have you seen how Robertson looked on the scales? Have you seen how he looked on the scales? That's something that kind of scares me a bit. That scares me a bit, man, and that really scares me because he is way lighter than his opponent. That's always a reason to worry. That's always, for me at least, a reason, a very big reason to worry, because I'm scared, man. I'm always scared of those kind of things. Honestly, if you ask me why do you scared of that, well, maybe a last minute trip to the bookie is in order. Well, you can try that out. Yeah, it is in order. I can do it tomorrow, but actually, you know what? Okay. Works okay. -130. I'm just gonna see how much my book is giving. Hold on. Okay, I'm open in just a second. Let's go. 176. That is fair odd. I think 176 is fair. That's like -115, -120, but I assume they are gonna change it tomorrow. I think I will go when I finish this stream. I think I will go and place a bet on Zechukwu. It will drop to 160 probably tomorrow. 176 is a value. I can bet it's gonna drop to 160 tomorrow when they realize that his opponent looked terrible on the scales. I think it's gonna significantly drop. 176 is minus 132. That's okay. That's okay. Minus 132 is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. That's pretty much fine odd. And also, yeah, I'm glad that you can transfer those odds because technically it's the same, right? Minus 130 here, 176. But the thing I really much afraid of the thing that tomorrow it's going to be 160. Sorry for not being active, been dealing with promoters and trying to find the opponent. No problems, man. I know this is the most important part of the game for you. No problem, man. No problem. Keep doing what you're doing. Drew is going to get a great advantage. Drew is going to get a great chance to prove himself if he wants to. I mean, that's awesome, man. And that's awesome. Just find an opponent, just piece somebody up, and let's see you in the professional circuit. You deserve it. You deserved it after that. You definitely deserved to participate in the professional circuit. I mean, if there is one thing you deserve, that's a spot on the professional circuit. You are training so hard, man. He fought with a broken toe, and people don't understand how hard can this be. This can be very, very hard, and this life, people don't understand how hard this life is. I do, man, because for me, MMA is life. I do understand, but majority of people don't. And that's a problem. That's a problem sometimes with people because they don't understand. Otis an amateur fighter? Otis is a coach, actually. Drew is an amateur fighter. He plans to transition to pro soon. His student, Drew, is amateur fighter. Otis is a coach. He has his own dojo. He has his own dojo in Scotland. And a good coach. Very good coach. We will analyze UFC London, so Otis will finally hoop into the chat, and he is extremely knowledgeable as well as you will have the chance to see, of course, that coaching job. You always need to learn, and very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. I mean, we write on Instagram pretty much often, but Otis is now busy with his obligations. Chasing the opponent is one of the most stressful things you can do. I know it by my coach when he was chasing the opponent for Bojkovic. It was like 10 people turned him down. Believe me, it's super stressful. It's super stressful when you're chasing the opponent. I know, Otis is pretty much knowledgeable guy. I mean, you will all see that. I'm 100% sure that he knows those technical stuff, and he is doing that every single day. Like me, I'm a nerd of Fight Pass, and I'm a nerd because I'm training every single day. But Otis is training people. You know, it's very hard to train. Like you have to keep in your head what are 10 people planning to do. You need to make patterns for 10 people. It's like it's very hard job if you do it properly. I mean, my coach behaves like that. He's always obsessed with MMA, etc. But you have coaches in my state that are like, oh, I'm a big name, I know everything, and they have never opened UFC on Fight Pass. They don't even have it installed on their PCs or phones. And what the hell can I talk to those idiots? Always bet the African unless they're fighting top level guy, right? Well, to be honest, Israel Adesanya won last time. I didn't know you have that rule, man. I didn't know you have that rule, and I think a bit better. Yeah, Adesanya won pretty much easily last time. Yeah, it was a pretty much easy win for Adesanya. Zechukwu this time, I'm gonna place last minute bet on Zechukwu. I actually placed last minute bet on Tony Kelly. On Adrian Yanez versus Tony Kelly when Adrian Yanez turned the lights out on Tony Kelly after Tony Kelly missed the scale. So I'm gonna bet on Zechukwu. Tomorrow I'm betting on Zechukwu. Or maybe even I can do it right now, but I don't know whether betting is open or closed. Not sure though. But Robertson looked terrible and he is lighter. I don't like that at all. There are many things I don't like about Robertson. Draw. How much about draw? He did eye poke last time he fought shorter guy. How much is a draw? Let me check. Zechuk would draw. I don't know. Odds on draw are very... Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Fight is a draw plus 5,000. Almost all of them are plus 5,000 if you bet a draw. Like, you can do it for fun, but it's like 6600. Which book are you using? On ball. Plus 5,000 is on DraftKings. I can also access to Betway. Let me see Betway. Betway, fight ends in a draw. Whoa! One to 65. Whoa. On DraftKings, it's plus 5,000. Fight ends in a draw. It can happen if we see a foul. If he wins 2 rounds and makes a foul, then the fight could end in a draw. It makes sense, but I'm gonna place bet on Zechuk. Let's see. Minus 133. On my bookie, 1.76. Grayson said it's minus 132. I guess they think this fight is not going the distance. There is a solid chance of not going the distance. I think I'm gonna agree with you. But I'm only gonna bet Zechuk straight. If it doesn't go, is minus 150. Well, I'm not sure whether it goes the distance or not. Zechuk is quite unpredictable. You've seen that his fight against Darko Stosic went the distance, where he got 3 kicks to the nuts. And you've seen that his fight against Dawn Jung didn't go the distance. You've seen that his fight against Danilo Marques didn't go the distance. And Chukwi, I don't know, man. Zechuk is unpredictable. If he's having a good day in the office, he is dominating. If he's not having a good day in the office, we all have the reason to worry. Do you think Lawrence fight goes the distance? Probably yes. I bet on Saidyokub to win. But if you ask me if it goes the distance, 65% yes. How much is the odd? I wonder. Minus 190. Saidyokub is hard to finish, but Lawrence is hard to finish too. I believe it could be back and forth battle. And both of the fighters are pretty much good in angle changes. Plus, Lawrence's wrestling is on a whole new, different level. I think this is a big challenge for Saidyokub Kakramonov. If he wins now, he's gonna be ranked fighter pretty much soon. If he wins now. I actually think that's a decent challenge. I know. That's why I bet on him. Not only guillotine choke. Saidyokub can lock you into any type of choke. Saidyokub is actually pretty much dangerous guy to play games with. These stinky promoters are jealous of our relationship. Why? What are they saying? I was impressed by his fight against Umar Nurmagomedov in PFL. Oh, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. Umar barely defeated him. If you don't want to write here, you have Instagram. You can write me on Instagram. I will reply there. I mean, you're a great guy. I understand. They have no connections in this sport. Well, that is not my problem. In this sport, it's very hard to make a connection. It's very hard to make a connection, but if you really have a passion, then you're gonna make the connection every single day. Somebody has to see that you have a passion sooner or later, believe me. If it's real, if it's not fake, somebody's gonna see it sooner or later. Like, how did you find me on the internet, Otis? Because I have the passion. Okay, Guru recommended. That's okay. Thanks to him for the recommendation. But sooner or later, you would realize that I really have a passion for this sport. And now I even kicked off with my training sessions. So I need to learn, man. If you want to be a good commentator, you need to learn. You need to learn. Somebody needs to show it to you. Of course, I've been in the ring numerous times, but lad is the best in the business. Thank you, man. But how can you be a good commentator if you haven't tried that in the training session? YouTube recommended you to me. Oh, thank you, Abu. Thank you, Abu Dhabi, man. I'm glad I got a recommendation. I'm also trying to say that I'm training because I need to learn things. I need to learn. I need to understand, for example. If fighters are in the clinch, there are tons of ways. How are you going to hoop on his back? How are you going to drag the fight to the ground? There are many, many things you can do. And my coach is actually a wrestling coach, boxer and wrestler, but I don't have that kind of a knowledge. I'm actually a good kicker, and I have some BJJ experience, but I don't have wrestling and boxing knowledge. And that's why I started visiting the gym that has excellent boxing and excellent wrestling. They are pretty much known for that aspect of the game. How am I going to understand if I don't do it in real life? I mean, tell me, how am I going to understand? I can talk, I can make the fun of everything, etc. But if I don't understand, people are going to say one day, well, man, you know nothing. And people are going to start leaving you sooner or later. You can be the funniest guy on the planet. That's okay. You will have some crowd, some audience. But some of my fans, I received messages when people told me like Bisping doesn't know to explain something and you know to explain. Well, the response is pretty much similar. First of all, my coach knows. So don't credit me. My coach knows. That's number one. Number two, professional fighters are trained to be soldiers. They are soldiers. They listen to the orders. And I am the guy who watches everything from a different angle. I'm trying to see every single angle. I am a soldier, but I'm not that type of a soldier. I'm the kind of a soldier who looks for the best possible solution. I'm that type of a soldier. And that's how you can progress in this sport. The only way to progress in this sport is via constant learning, via constant improvement. If you just watch one match or one fight and you think you've learned everything, well, you're wasting your time. Believe me, constant improvement, constant learning, that's the only way to success. I don't see any other one. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't see it. I simply see everything else as a step in wrong direction. When it comes to the technical aspect of the game, when we talk about the journalist aspect of the game, that's something different. I'm okay with that, but not the best. I'm Mr. Technical. I like to be Mr. Technical. And all right, I told you what I had to say, and I'm so glad you enjoyed my stream. Now I have to get some sleep. Yesterday I had a pretty much bad night of sleep. Tomorrow is UFC. I need to take some sleep so I can air UFC tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. I really need to see how much my commentary skills were upgraded. So night, everyone. Catch you. Yeah, rest up, lad. Rest up, you too. And catch you later, lads. I am not covering Puller this time. I'm too tired. Night.